What if I told you you can make a living helping companies generate 10 to 25 leads a month? This is something that I've learned to do within lead gen for cold email, LinkedIn automation, so on and so forth within the lead gen space. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do here. But first, I want to go over what is cold email. So how I built a business, cold email business from zero. I started cold email in 2024, sent over 1 million cold emails, averaged 10 to 25 leads for clients every month, and I've worked with marketing and SaaS companies. You can kind of see the numbers that we do have here: 175 campaigns launched, 20 million generated, 1,000 meetings booked, and average client growth being 20. So that's just a little bit kind of about me. But first, let's get into what cold email is. So just a little bit about it. We're going to see here in this graph. Starting the cold email process, it's all about finding the right people, identifying the decision makers, potential clients, and then writing short, relevant messages, really digging into pain points, specific copy that you want to be able to talk about that really is your solution, and then sending those emails and starting the conversation, booking the call. So that's really cold email on a high level. But you want to find the right people, write these messages, start the conversation. So what are different lead gen options besides cold email? So ads. Typically, when you're starting out, ads are very expensive and you have to test a lot without even understanding if you're getting the right people coming in. Content does work, very scalable, but it takes a while to build out. So that's why I have here, cold email is really the most effective, especially if you're someone that's either looking to get quick leads into your own business or looking to help others bring leads into their business. So how do you start with cold email? So if you want to skip the basic steps, that's not really going to work. You want to be able to make sure that you keep these steps at the forefront of your memory when building out your cold email. So the right way to start cold email campaign, find a specific niche. You want to be able to look for exact people that you are targeting. So this example has SaaS founders, marketing agency. Relevance always does beat volume. And then of course, on the other end, emailing everyone, huge list, no audience, just downloading every lead you can and just sending out email blasts to no one. This is when people typically think you are spam, because you are. Building small, clean lists, making sure that these lists are personalized. If you want to be able to send personalized emails, you can't be able to just put everyone into your list. If you want to be able to write to SaaS founders, you have to be able to put that messaging in for everyone in the lead list. So then you're only allowed to download SaaS founders as those leads within that campaign. Of course, having that giant list, being able to just blast emails out to everyone. So we want to go from here. Personalize your messaging. This is only something you can do with smaller lists. But of course, you want to be able to talk about specific pain points, solutions that you can help with, and then what it is that you do exactly different from everyone, and a call to action. So of course, you don't want to write paragraphs. You don't want to talk about how great you are. You don't want to talk about yourself constantly. You want to just get to the point quickly. Think about when you receive an email and you are just seeing this whole block of text you just want to answer. Next, of course, using proper email infrastructure. You want to avoid spam by protecting your main domain. Don't send messages just from your main domain. So how you're going to want to do this is being able to get pork bun, and once you have pork bun, you can be able to bring in new emails. You buy domains off of pork bun. Then you simply go to setting it up in a Google Workspace or Microsoft. But what I recommend is using a company called Scalable. They typically help set up the entire thing. They put it into a SmartLead account. SmartLead is where I use the sending tool to send out all of my cold email. So really recommend SmartLead. So really think anyone that is looking to do this should check out SmartLead. Understanding the cold email process, really the 3-step process of proving cold email. So as we've kind of talked about, but want to go over again, really going to deep ICP research, map your TAM. What is your TAM? Your total addressable market. So then once you do that, you're going to go into email and conversion infrastructure. You're going to build out those domains through Porkbun, get those emails set up through Scaled Mail, and then integrate it all into a system like SmartLead where you can send out all of those emails from there. Then lead to call optimization. This is a lot of the scripting as well as the follow-ups, calling, emailing from there, and then being able to book them into your scheduled booking page, which I'd suggest Calendly because I just think it's the easiest to be able to work from. So, of course, within cold email, you don't have a relationship, so you want to be able to go with purpose. You want a cold email that's targeted, personalized, and helpful, not just the spam of sending out to a million people. You can even do lead magnets by sharing value, something you found valuable that you can give to someone for free, so they're able to see that you do have some value that you can provide. So within cold email workflow, this is kind of what it looks like. Building up a small list, selecting tools, research your leads, check your industry fit, so on and so forth. Make sure to either screenshot or pause it here and just be able to check this out for exactly how you want to be able to do it. If you wanted an exact list of step-by-step of how to do it, I do have a lead gen checklist link down below that you can be able to check out to make sure that you're doing everything step-by-step correctly. So here is a scripting example you can kind of go off of. Notice you're hiring for an SDR. Our team has helped multiple SaaS companies generate 20 qualified leads a month through cold email. Would you like to see the strategy we came up with for company name here? Which is, of course, you can personalize throughout all your emails using something like SmartLead. So now that we kind of go into that, I want to go into the tools you should be using. So as I mentioned, Crunchbase is something that could be helpful for finding intent, especially for SaaS companies. If you wanted to find funding rounds, investor information, competitors, growth indicators, these are particularly important for being able to find those intent signals. Crunchbase is able to help you find those. Now, in Apollo, this is where I go to build my email list. Of course, it does need a lot of adjusting from there, but you want to, once you have your specific TAM, your specific industries that you're targeting, you can then go to Apollo, build out the list, and then scrape all of the emails that are on there. So it will be easy to do from there. You can either get an Apollo subscription, or I know a lot of people use different things like Apify, Boomerang to be able to scrape these as well. Next is Lead Magic. Let's say you have someone that you want to target very specifically and can't find their number or email. You can import their information into Lead Magic, and it will give you their either phone number, email, and basically any kind of information that you're looking for. So this is for more specialized of if you're looking for someone exactly. Next is SmartLead. They allow you to send cold emails at scale safely by rotating inboxes, randomizing patterns, keeping deliverability high. Out of all the systems you're going to really use that I would recommend the most, of course, you're going to need to scrape leads, whether from Apollo or another source, but I do recommend SmartLead for being able to send all of your emails from one spot so it is scalable and sustainable. Then, Clay is something where you can be able to put in all your systems, so you can be able to put in your leads list into Clay, personalize some of the messaging through there, and be able to enrich leads, pull signals, personalize your messages, and then connect to all of these other systems. Now, Clay is a bit expensive for people. I think it goes sometimes between $300 to $800 a month. So this isn't an absolutely necessary step, but it's something that you can take a look at. So again, this is just kind of cold email introduction. But if you are looking for more step-by-step on how to get started, you can be able to create or check out the lead gen list that I have here. So we'll attach that below, and then you can be able to get into it from there. Thank you.